Nikki, it looks like the star bell is twinkling. Maybe try shaking it? Nikki, it looks like the star bell is twinkling. Maybe try shaking it? just a light breeze. I'm not worried at all. traitors don't deserve to see tomorrow. You're a traitor. You betrayed Her Majesty's trust. Vaylene, Livy, how did you know?
You overheard our conversation, didn't you? You must be those eavesdroppers Momo sensed while we were at Sir Percy's place.
Oh, we didn't mean to eavesdrop, we promise. You're just so kind, Nikki. We're all grateful to you. But her... she's the one who killed Her Majesty. I'll never let you find your name and go unpunished. As the culprit, you must pay.
Calm down. Nothing has been confirmed yet. We need to find the dagger and recover her lost memories if you want to get to the bottom of this. The first time I met Ms. Glove, she was performing for the Queen. Her playing, her singing, everything about her was all for the Queen. Their bond must be deeper than death itself. That's why they can reunite here as ghosts, hundreds of years after they passed away. How could someone like that kill the Queen?
We can't take that risk anymore. If Her Majesty had lived another 5 or 10 years, then she would have seen that her dream for this land had come true at last. But Price's assassin had to ruin everything with a single drop of that deadly poison. Vaylene would never let her near Her Majesty after something so heinous. Never in 1,000 years.
I trust her.
Her Majesty.
After my passing, Olivia had entrusted you with keeping one of the palace's 3 tokens safe. It truly illustrates her faith in you. I trust Nikki. I trust my instincts, and I trust Olivia. That means you must be a trustworthy ally. Or at least you once were.
But...
Thank you, my Vaylene. And my Livy. Thank you for caring for me so deeply. This kindness is enough to heal my wounds.
Since it appears that you both believe it to be so, we promise to comply. The dagger lies in the deepest part of the cavern. Please see to it that the truth is uncovered.
I will.
Thank you for still believing in me, Your Majesty.
Until the truth comes to light, you're still my subject. Upholding the dignity of my people is what a ruler should do. You may leave now.
Nikki. A little fish is no match for you.
Momo, I caught it! I'm getting really good.
With me cheering you on, nothing's a challenge for you. What's this? It's even shinier than barbecue! Today has been truly eye-opening.
Is barbecue the only thing you think about? You could have said, I don't know. It's just really shiny. Oh. Huh? Yup. Hey.
This is it.
Chief Musician, Her Majesty is waiting for you. May your
grant her peace. This is the only other thing we can do for her.
Chief? The music. Am I back in Ms. Glove's past? Philo, how is Her Majesty?
Go see her. She resisted the poison for quite some time, but now she's barely hanging on by a thread.
Who could have done such a thing? Where were the knights during all of this? Darn it! I was so close. So close!
That voice, it sounds like Strange. Mr. Strange!
Even if Her Majesty... Even if I'm the only one left, I will carry on.
He's consumed by grief and rage. He can no longer hear us.
You're back. The poison burned my eyes. I can't see your face. Please, come closer.
You... How are you?
Don't be sad for me. I wasn't too hungry that day, so I only took 2 sips of the poison tea. If it weren't for that, I wouldn't have had the chance to say goodbye to you.
So it sounds like the Queen's poisoning had nothing to do with either that dagger or Miss Glove.
I thought I had decades to plan and proceed at my own pace. But now, I must change my course. Percy has already set out. Olivia will be back at the Royal Palace by tomorrow. If I don't make it until dawn, I need you to tell her, no matter how Price and the others slander me, she must not argue back. She would do well to stand with them and openly denounce my tyranny. Only then will those misled by the noble's words, those convinced that I was a tyrant, support her reign. Only then will she bring about real change. It is then that she will finally be able to outwit those hawks and give our ideals a chance. Her reign will spread happiness to all.
You want to bear this stain yourself to highlight Olivia's virtue, just to pave the way for your sister's rule?
Yes, this is the best-case scenario.
But if no one defends you, their slander will go down in history as the truth. No one will ever know the real you. They'll never know everything you've done for this land. Is there really no other way?
I recall this dream I had. It was of someone I'd never met, but somehow she still felt quite familiar to me. She said she also had a goal that must be accomplished, and for it, she'd failed countless times, as many times as there are stars in the sky. A younger me then asked her, had she seen my fate hidden in any of those failures? Had she seen my ideals realized on this beloved land? She said nothing, but I found the answer in her eyes. Regardless of success or failure, I'd taken a step forward with courage. My life has been a constant struggle. Only death is unconquerable. Since the end is inevitable, I'm willing to become the first cornerstone in building a better world.
That person you saw in your dream, that sounds like...
I may not live to see the sun rise tomorrow. Do you remember it? I return it to you. Once a weapon of hatred, it can now become a shield that protects what we value most. My ideals, my kingdom, my Olivia. I leave them in your hands.
I will, Philomia, for the ideals we share.
I knew you could. The day you gave me this dagger, I knew you could do it.
Good child, think of those already dead. Only her death can end your pain.
He's lying.
I looked into that fire. The truth is not what it seems. Amy, it hurts!
How much will you sacrifice?
From the first day you stepped into the royal palace, I knew who you were.
Why did you deceive me?
I am willing to give you one more chance to choose. Pierce my heart. Bury the life eaten away by hatred. Or let go of it. Forget the lies that have bound you your whole life and chase the dawn you deserve.
The world you envision, will it truly come to be? No children cowering in flames, no souls enslaved to hatred, no hunger, no tears, equal genders, equal status? A world where everyone can understand one another, and even commoners are free to sing. I want to see that world with my own eyes.
I understand why Price chose you. I swear on my late mother's name, I will dedicate my life to this until the dawn of that new world shines upon everyone. Now, come to me.
Rosanice. Ms. Glove, I just saw your farewell with Philomia.
Thank you for everything you've done for me. I've finally regained my memories, thanks to you. That is a kindness I won't soon forget. This time, let me tell the story. In our time, wealth, knowledge, and even art were controlled by the nobles. Their power was so far-reaching and entrenched that even the king had to show them deference.
No wonder I felt something was wrong when speaking with Sir Percy. Poisoning the monarch, planting spies? I just couldn't believe a noble could possibly commit such horrible crimes.
They only supported Her Majesty's ascension because she'd been raised in exile, far from the capital. Her parents died, and she was easily manipulated. But they didn't anticipate that their royal puppet would turn out to be far more rebellious than they imagined. She wanted to enforce laws that benefited the common people, unify the languages of nobles and commoners, and curtail the nobles' power. How could they possibly allow that?
I see. So that's the reason Price harbors such hatred for the Queen, and wanted her gone.
That's right. He was responsible for the fire at the orphanage. He just needed a musically gifted child from the slums, one he could manipulate to get close to the Queen. A decade later, I went by Floya and became driven by revenge. I thought I hid my motives from the Queen, but she had seen through my facade from the very beginning. She did not expose me. First, she wanted to use me to flush out other spies. Second, she saw herself in me, a girl ground down by power struggles. On the night of the assassination, she told me the truth, and even gave me a chance. She wanted me to leave the royal palace and run far away to pursue a life that was truly my own.
But in the end, you chose to stay behind. That's what I saw in my visions.
Because I wanted to see the world she envisioned. One with no hunger, no tears, everyone speaking the same language, and even commoners being free to sing. I chose her ideals. She trusted me fully and gave me the name Rosanice, meaning a rosy dawn and promising future. In return, I gave her my dagger to prove my loyalty. Everything was going smoothly. I watched as our ideals took root in the shadows. Until one day, Her Majesty was poisoned.
Yikes. What a rough ending. At least it proves you're not to blame for the Queen's death.
If only I'd seen through Price's lies sooner, or if someone had caught the attendant serving the poisoned tea in time. Would things have turned out differently then? Her Majesty could have implemented her grand plan steadily, without bearing a stain on her name. All this to ensure Princess Olivia ascended the throne. She held on until the eve of Princess Olivia's coming of age, when she would assume the throne. She entrusted her final wishes to me. Since then, I've been supporting Olivia in secret. But it's a pity.
What's a pity?
Follow me.
I never thought beautiful flowers like these could bloom in a desolate place like this.
This is to be my resting place. 5 years after Her Majesty's tragic passing, Price discovered I had been disloyal. He robbed me of my voice with poison, severed my hands, and erased every trace of my existence. With that, he had wiped out Rosanice completely. He cursed me with the most dreadful whimsy, dooming me to be forgotten by everyone I cherished in life. It was as if I had never existed at all. Back then, Olivia's reign was still brand new. All she could do was order a musician's apprentice to secretly carry my hands out of the palace and bury them with my body in this place. That's why I was able to return to this world in this form.
If you'd chosen to leave back then, you probably could have survived.
I don't regret my decision at all. I would rather die for hope, and have to live a life of toil and ignorance under the nobles' oppression.
But didn't you ever think it might fail? What if it did? Wouldn't all the sacrifices be for nothing?
Of course I did. But even without Her Majesty, there was the princess. Without the princess, there were Strange, Percy, myself, and countless others. We were willing to sacrifice everything for hope. Reform is never easy, but there will always be unyielding souls to raise the banner of hope again and again until the dawn of a new world comes.
Yes. There will always be those who choose hope, no matter how slim that hope may seem. I would have done the same.
Perhaps that's why I felt at ease with you when we first met.
Miss Glove! Oh, wait. We've already found your other name, so I don't really need to call you that anymore. What should we call you now?
Well, I was Amy, Floya, and Rosanice. Without those thorns and roses, I'm not sure I would be who I am today.
That's true, but we should choose a name you can use every day. Otherwise, it'll feel like we don't really know each other yet.
What's gone is gone. It's you who matters most to me. Then, please call me Rosanice. The name carries our shared ideals, and it's what almost everyone in the ruins knows me by.
Hi, everyone! Did I miss anything?
So many memories are flooding back. Strange, yet familiar. I feel dizzy.
Tell us what's really going on, Rosanice!
Don't worry. You'll have plenty of time to hear about the history of this land, where everyone lives in happiness and harmony.
You're right. Ghosts have all the time in the world, now don't they? My story begins with a little girl named Amy.
Hundreds of years later, the Queen's and the Ghost's ideals were finally realized on this land. Momo, do you think our wishes will come true too?
What wishes? Oh, you mean the Super Styling Contest! Of course! No matter what, we'll give it our best!
You're right. Let's make some miracles happen. wind is picking up. Momo, be careful. Don't blow away.
It's just a light breeze. I'm not worried at all.
Momo, I caught it. I'm getting really good.
With me cheering you on, nothing's a challenge for you.
Wow, what a haul.
Classic Nikki. A little fish is no match for you.
Wow, what a haul.
Classic Nikki. A little fish is no match for you.
A rainy day is perfect for picking rainy orchids.
you can call me the Fishing Master.
Fishing Master Nikki. So when can I read your expert's guide to fishing?
Wow, what a haul!
Classic Nikki. A little fish is no match for you.
Wow, what a haul!
Classic Nikki. A little fish is no match for you.
Welcome back to the Floorwear Stylist Guild. I heard good news. Both Missy Grain and Dorsey woke up, as well as the Wish Collector from Stoneville. By the way, Giovanni is being temporarily held at the guard's office. Captain Haya has some details she'd like to question him about.
That's a long story. It'll take days to tell.
Why? What's going on?
Well...
What? The Wishmaster made a deal with the Dark? And the missing stylists? That was him too? This is outrageous! I've got to report him to the WIM department. Lately, we've been getting reports about dark movements, but have yet to pinpoint their exact plans. Now, they've appeared here in Wishfield? I fear they're up to more than just corrupting the Wishmaster.
What could they be after?
We don't know yet, but don't get too worried. This land is full of brave and kind stylists, like you. Stylists who uphold the virtues of beauty and hope. Where evil lures people into comas, there's also someone who can wake them. Thanks to you creating the Wishful Rosa outfit. With it, many people have been spared from suffering and sorrow this time.
I'm glad I could help. Oh, by the way, Dada, we plan to continue searching for the next miracle outfit.
Got it. The tireless pursuit of a stylist.
Uh-huh. We think... Can I ask for your help, Dada? Last time it was your help that led us to clues about the miracle outfit.
No problem. If you ask me, it's a great time to explore the other regions.
Other regions? What are they like? Sorry.
That's okay. Even though I haven't traveled to all the nations yet myself, I can still tell you a little bit about them.
Other regions? What are they like? Sorry. I don't know much about Miraland, but I'm a quick learner.
The Stylists Guild views the world as a collection of many scattered regions. These regions were once protected by different gods. Each had its own unique culture and landscape. The people, animals, and descendants all have their own customs and fashion styles. Nations were formed as these regions united, especially after the War of Heavens shattered the order. As the Eight got back the sparks of the Aurelia, a new order began to emerge. Without the protection of the gods, regions with similar customs and fashion gradually merged together, forming 7 great nations and several smaller ones. The 7 great nations are the Heartcraft Kingdom, known for its fairy tales and treasures. The Linlong Empire, a realm where the mystical meets the heroic. The Empire of Light, a formidable nation founded by wizards and knights. The Starhail Federation, a hub of advanced commerce and trade. The Terra Alliance, a passionate land that embraces the wild. The Twin Moon Kingdom, a long-lived fairy realm devoted to knowledge and nature. And the Whale Port, a floating harbor built around the Whale Space Station. The Wishfield, where we are now, is just one of the many small regions. The Wishing One once protected this land. Now, it's part of the Heartcraft Kingdom. It's sad, but recently, tensions with the Empire of Light have risen. The Heartcraft Kingdom isn't as peaceful as it appears. Of the 3 regions in the Heartcraft Kingdom, Wishfield has been the most affected, because it's on the border. No wonder there are so many exiles. Right. Oh, but if you're thinking of traveling to other regions, it might be a bit tricky.
Why?
The main route from Flora Wharf to the other regions has been temporarily closed due to some issues.
Huh?
Don't worry, though. As soon as it's reopened, I'll let you know right away. In the meantime, I can help you track down clues for the next miracle outfit. By then, you should be able to set sail with all new clues.
Wow! Thanks, Dada.
No problem. Until then, take some time to enjoy life here in Wishfield.
Okay. We've been waiting forever for the route to reopen. Why haven't we heard anything?
We should head over to the wharf and see what's going on.
Sounds better than just sitting around. Let's go.
It's floof yarn all over me. The wind is picking up. Momo, be careful. Don't blow away.
It's just a light breeze. I'm not worried at all.
Excuse me, can I ask...
Are you here about the Sichia route too? Sorry, but the suspension of several major routes has been extended.
Huh? But when's it gonna reopen?
I'm very sorry. We haven't been told when we can expect the route to reopen. This closure came directly from Sichia. Every major domestic port has been affected.
Nikki, We're not going to be stuck in Florawish forever, are we?
So, no ships are allowed to go to Sichia indefinitely?
I'm afraid so.
Come on! You gotta be kidding me! We came all the way from the Terra Alliance borders! We've had rotten luck ever since we explored Itzelin's ruins. Between being chased by behemoths, almost falling off a bridge, running out of cooking flint. We must have angered Mother Terra herself!
Alright, quit complaining. Focus on what's next. We were heading to Sichia's auction house to sell the artifacts we found, but with no ship. What are our options?
Right. We can't just stand around. Let's move.
Ugh. At this rate, how's our unlucky archaeology team even
Got the miracle outfit. Nikki, we've got to talk to them.
Yeah, that sounds like a good plan. Let's do it.
Hello. I couldn't help but overhear you talking about ruins and archaeology. Can I ask what you found?
Haha, I think I smell a potential customer.
Potential customer?
Ah, where are my manners? Let me introduce our team of adventurers. We just returned from Itzeland, a region on the border of the Terra Alliance. There are tons of ruins from the civilizations before the Veilfall. We scored quite a few treasures on our last expedition.
That's when our bad luck started.
Oh, please. Those were just coincidences. We believe in science, not superstition.
Anyway, we were going to sell our findings at the Sichia auction house, but our route closed. So we decided to hold the auction right here in Florawish.
So when you say potential customer, don't you mean bidder at the auction?
That's right. On our way here, we stopped by the Bibcoon's Chuckle Club and spoke with the owner. Thought it might be a nice place to set up, you know? I'll be sure to explain the significance of each artifact at the auction. If you're interested, we'd love to see you there. If something calls to you, we would be honored for you to bid on it.
Oh, the Bibcoon's Chuckle Club owner replied. He wants us to swing by.
Sorry, miss. That's our cue to head out.
No problem. Sorry to trouble you.
We hope to see you there. Bye!
What do we do, Nikki? Should we attend the auction?
We've got nothing better to do. Let's go check it out.
like the auction isn't until tonight. Let's come back later.
Welcome, honored guests. Each item we present to you today comes from our expedition team's adventures in Itzaland, a mysterious region located on the border of the Terra Alliance. You may not be familiar with Itzaland. This is more than understandable. The region is considered incredibly isolated and desolate, even for a wasteland like the Terra Alliance. After the Veilfall, the land became uninhabitable. Its civilization decayed as a thick miasma shrouded the landscape. 3 years ago, the miasma finally dissipated, and the ruins of this Titan civilization could finally be explored by great adventurers. Not long after, those pioneers made a discovery.
This ancient Titan kingdom, lost since the Veilfall. It may be the Wasteland's legendary Golden City. The priest of the gods guards a golden treasure and bestows their blessings upon the Titan's land. Sip the nectar of truth and embark on your journey to the undying city, the eternal miracle, the eternal king.
Pioneering adventurers found these inscriptions within the ruins. Though research into the Titan civilization is still fairly new, its historical value is undeniable.
Exactly! The artifacts you bid on today could be your priceless family heirlooms tomorrow!
Artifacts from before the Veilfall, only recently unearthed by archaeologists. They must be incredibly valuable.
Shall we start the bidding?
May I present the first item up for auction? This well-preserved clay pot. You'll notice the stunning paintings that depict a sacred Titan ritual. Without further ado, behold!
This pot is in magnificent condition. Artifacts from before the Veilfall are rarely this intact.
Those paintings must have been done using ancient techniques. They're so unique. Wait. This painting shows...
Nikki, look at the corner of the pot! Call me crazy, but do those two look familiar to you?
A pink-haired girl and an upright white cat. Didn't these two just recently save Wishfield? Doesn't that look like Miss Nikki and Momo?
Really? But this is an artifact over 1,000 years old. That's impossible.
What if it's a forgery?
No, hold on, just a minute. The treasure we excavated is genuine.
Those two figures. We hadn't noticed them before.
Excuse me, let me take a closer look.
Trying to pass off a new painting as an ancient artifact? What a scam.
Could there be a misunderstanding? Did they bring the wrong item?
Hey, are you all right?
Nikki? Nikki!
Momo and Mr. Adventurer. That was...
You froze up and stopped responding for a while. I thought something was seriously wrong.
I'm fine. It's just... Most of the guests seem to have left. Has the auction already ended?
Yes, the boss covered for us. He told everyone it was the club's sketch comedy troupe, testing out some new material. It's just our luck that a girl who looks exactly like the one on the pot would show up at our auction. What's wrong with us? Maybe we should offer a few more gems to Mother Terra?
Was it really just a coincidence? Those illusions just now...
What should we do next?
Before they leave, we should ask these adventurers more about their expedition to Ixaland.
Maybe we should offer a few more gems to Mother Terra.
I'd like to know more about Ixaland. This Mother Terra, is she a god there?
Not exactly. I wouldn't consider Mother Terra a god. They all vanished after the Veilfall. The people of the Terra Alliance believe that the spirit of the gods merged with nature after they disappeared. This way, the gods could quietly watch over humanity. They call this force of nature Mother Terra. The people of Ixaland probably had a ton of their own gods before the Veilfall. I mean, I think they did, right?
You think they did?
Any records of Ixaland's gods have been lost to time. Wait, you grew up in Wishfield, right? You probably don't know. Many haven't kept the worship of their gods as faithfully as Wishfield has for the Wishing One. In some areas, the local deities are long forgotten. That said, I think some native tribes in Itzaland still believe in them. They say the god was actually the Titan King, but his powers were never passed down. There aren't any written records about local gods being left behind, so we don't know if their legends are true.
Feeling better? You seemed a little frazzled. I bet Miguel would start spouting all that Mother Terra's cursed us nonsense.
Can you tell me more about Itzaland?
What, you're curious about the curse too? Please, it's just a bunch of rumors. Back when the region was pretty underdeveloped and covered in miasma, adventurers got injured, fell ill, or even died quite a lot. After a while, people just started saying it was cursed. A few centuries ago, a counselor from the Terra Alliance died there too. That's when the story really blew up. Nowadays, people say the Titan Kingdom is blessed by the gods, the Golden City. People flock there looking for riches, and some of them tell scary stories to scare off the competition. But the locals in Itzaland are very peaceful people. There's some lively shroomlings, and the demi-dragons, they can be pretty intimidating. We don't talk to them all too often. Even so, we can tell their land isn't cursed.
Sorry about earlier. That must have been unsettling for you. We personally excavated that clay pot from the ruins. Both stratigraphic analysis and typological comparison confirm that it belonged to the Titan civilization there. No question. In any case, the pot's at least 1,000 years old. Those figures in the painting, they couldn't have any connection to you. As odd as it is, it's probably just a coincidence.
Can you tell me more about Itzaland?
Itzaland. I've done some digging into the region's history. Before the Veil Fall, it was home to a flourishing ecosystem. In addition to the Titans, it appears dragons also inhabited the space. Evidence suggests that dragons even developed their own language and culture. Then came the Veil Fall. It was so sudden and wiped both civilizations off the map. Only a few primitive tribes remain in the region to this day. They have no writing system, typically relying on creating simple drawings for their records. That's why nearly all historical records of Itzaland have vanished. What adventurers and archaeologists piece together now comes entirely from murals and inscriptions found among the ruins. On the other hand, archaeologists and adventurers dream of this sort of opportunity. A lost civilization just waiting to be rediscovered. Even thinking about it gets my blood pumping.
Guess we'll have to wait for the Sichia route to open again.
Pretty much. There are professional artifact appraisers at the Sichia auction house. Maybe they can date our artifacts more accurately, just so we avoid today's fiasco in the future.
Ugh, all that effort for nothing. Let's just go.
We gotta stop calling ourselves the unlucky archaeology team. Maybe then we'll be taken seriously.
I didn't say anything!
Nikki, what are we doing next?
Momo, listen to me.
You still thinking about that clay pot? Wait a sec. You don't think that painting was really of us, right?
I'm not sure. We've never even been to Itzaland. Not now, and certainly not 1,000 years ago. But the resemblance was uncanny. It couldn't be a coincidence, could it? Maybe we really are connected to Itzaland.
The more I think about it, the weirder it sounds. Forgotten gods, legendary miracles. Maybe this has something to do with the miracle outfit.
Let's go talk to Dada. Maybe she knows something. That's funny. Dada just messaged me. She wants to chat with us at the Stylists Guild.
Nikki, have you heard the news? It sounds like some adventurers from Eatsaland recently made their way to Floriwish.
Not only did we hear about them, we actually went to their auction at Bib Coon's Chuckle Club. Though the way it all ended was pretty weird, to say the least.
Have you been looking into them too, Dada?
Of course! Remember I promised to help you investigate clues about the miracle outfit? Eatsaland is a mysterious place to the west of Wishfield, once shrouded in miasma, home to terrifying behemoths who roamed the landscape. The guild hasn't tried to explore the landscape, as it's fairly dangerous. We typically recommend that stylists avoid the area. There are no official records from the Stylist Guild documenting any sacred outfit or artifact found in that region. But look at this!
It's a briefing from the Eatsaland Interim Stylists Guild.
Wait, the Stylist Guild has an interim branch?
It does! Eatsaland is so remote that they'd never considered setting one up there. With all the new adventurers flocking to the area, they thought it'd be best to set up a temporary branch. Hearing about the adventurers reminded me of this briefing from 3 months back. Here you go. I think it might have some answers for you.
Archaeological progress at Titan Settlement ruins. Rumored legends of gods and miracles. Local tribal faith groups. This sounds like everything those adventurers were telling us about.
Well, I think I know where we're headed next.
If you're going to Eatsaland, you should start in the Abandoned District, then cross the canyons and forests. I'll mark the route on Pearpel's map later.
Thank you, Dada.
Of course! The Stylist Guild prides itself on supporting its members. Whether you head to Eatsaland or not, we're here for you. Make sure to prepare yourself before you leave. Best of luck, Nikki!
Chirpy says the new wings are even more beautiful than its old feathers. It loves them.
Marquez's craft is amazing. Chirpy, why don't you try and see if you can fly now? That's great. The new wings look handy.
Chirpy thanks us for our help and says it's time to go back home.
Goodbye, Chirpy. Fly. Fly higher. Fly further.
Goodbye! May your reality be as beautiful as your dreams!
I don't know why, but even though I've only known Chirpy a short time, I feel really sad seeing it leave.
Maybe it's because you've already thought of Chirpy as a friend. Even when you're apart, true friendships surpass physical distance. Shared memories between friends never fade away. As long as in our hearts we hold each other, I believe one day we'll meet Chirpy again.
Yes, you're right. I'll always remember Chirpy, you, and Momo.
Us too! Chirp, chirp, chirp!
At night, time flies by so much faster. Before I've even done anything, it's already morning.